Hey guys, here's day 3 of solving linear systems by graphing. We're doing great so far over the first 2 days. I think you've seen a lot of the things that can happen when we're graphing a system of equations, when I graph 2 lines, okay? I'm going to quickly go through those 3 cases here. You've mostly seen this first case here in the black writing. Y equals, let's see those equations, y equals 1/2 x minus 2 and y equals negative 3x plus 5. Let me graph those just really quickly here again, and you could have it for your notes too, but just note all I'm going to show is that here'd be the first equation, okay, here'd be the second equation, something like this, and what I'm going to notice is when I draw my 2 lines, right, is that the lines are going to cross, okay? So if the lines cross, then I get one solution. It's where the lines intersect, okay? So you've seen that situation a lot, and that's probably the most common type of situation that happens with linear systems. But there are 2 other situations. Here's situation number 2, and here's situation number 3, okay? Situation 2, I believe you've also seen, and maybe you can look at those 2 equations down below and notice that something's going to happen. Take a look. Y equals 1/2 x plus 3, and y equals 1/2 x minus 5. Okay, maybe as some of you look at it already, you're like, well, something funny going on there with the slopes. And you're right. Remember what happens when we have the same slopes? What kind of lines have the same slopes are lines that are parallel. Okay, so when lines are parallel, remember for a system, we're looking for where the lines intersect. Well, if the lines never intersect, this is our no solution case. Okay, so in this case, there are no answers because I don't have an intersection like in the first one. Okay, and then case number 3, okay, just moving over just a little bit, I'm going to start graphing those 2 equations, y equals 2x plus 4, y-intercept of 4, up to right 1, up to right 1, or down to left 1. Again, I'm just making a really rough sketch here just to give you the idea. There'd be the first equation. And the second equation, when I divide everything by 2, what do you know? I get actually y equals 2x plus 4. I get the same exact line. I'll do it in green just to show you, like, oh, if I was putting my points and using a different color, well, I'd actually get the same exact line that I just graphed, okay? In this kind of system, this one is a little different. Since the lines are exactly the same, remember what we're trying to find for a system? We're trying to find out points that both equations have in common. Well, in this case, since the lines are right on top of each other, they have many, in fact, an infinitely many number of solutions, okay? So, going down just a little bit, and here's what you should write in your notes too, okay? Just the very, very brief way of breaking down the 3 cases, okay? Here's case number 1, like we talked about above. If the lines cross, you have one solution, right? And the solution maybe in a problem like this would look like 4, -1. Or, again, I'm just kind of making it up, but when you have the one solution case, we've seen a lot of those, here's what you write for your answer. Okay, you find where the lines cross. That's the solution. That's the one point that works in both equations, okay? If the lines don't cross, okay, situation number 2, then you have a no solution case. Again, kind of easy to spot just because we're looking for the lines to cross, but when they don't, when the lines are parallel, you can even note here that these are parallel lines, okay? When I have parallel lines, this is the no solution case, so that's situation number 2, okay? The third one, maybe the toughest one to wrap your brain around, but the more you see it, the better you will get at it, okay? The lines are exactly the same, okay? Once I really solve them down for slope-intercept form, I'll see that. I might not right away take a look at, again, what the second equation was. I couldn't tell that right away. At that time it was the same as the first, but once I solved it, yep, I got the same thing as this one, okay? This is still a system. I still have to graph both equations, but it's just that the lines are the same line. And so there's infinitely many solutions for this case. Again, go up to my lines, okay, right? Every point that I plotted along these lines, okay, this point, and this point, and this point, and when I went down 2 and right 1, or left 1, and I kept making more points, all of the points that go along the line are solutions. So any point on there is an answer for the system. And those lines extend forever. So that's why we say there's infinitely many solutions for this system, okay? Not that every point in the whole world works, but all the points along the lines would work, okay? Any single point that falls on one of those lines. And we call those equivalent equations as well. So it's kind of another name that, again, you've heard before. We know we've said that in class. Equivalent equations, equations that are exactly the same. All right, on the second slide here, I'm going to encourage you again, pause the video right now and try these problems. I'm going to kind of do some of the work right now and then explain them too, but you should be able to find one of each of the three types of cases on here. Should be one with one solution, one with no solutions, one with infinitely many solutions. So again, you don't have to find even the exact one solution on that case, but see if you can figure out which type you have for each of them after you graph, okay? Good luck. I'm going to work some out right now too, and then come back and talk about each one of them. Oh, and one more thing I wanted to show you guys, because you will be making videos very soon as an assessment for this unit where you're going to have to graph as well. I did finally figure out that there is a way you can actually graph straight lines on here. So if you go to the pen function, you know, where you would change colors for your pen, and then when you click on the little pen that's like on the second from the bottom, there's an option there off to the right that has a ruler. And so I just clicked on that right now, and look, I have a ruler here, just like you would have on your paper, that you can line up with all your dots, and then when you draw right next to it, it draws nice straight lines. So when you're graphing from now on and you're using, well, I should say, when you're using this particular app, Explain Everything, use this ruler here to graph your lines. I'm going to do that for as well on these problems, and then again, come back and talk about them to you. All right, so take a look at this first case. I did the first equation in red. It was already in slope-intercept form. You can see the red line over there. And then I did the second equation. I did have to solve it, first of all, to get it in the slope-intercept form, but here's the equation I end up with. And hopefully you notice, too, that, yep, this is the parallel lines case, so this should have been a no solutions case is what you would write for the answer for this one. And again, a way you can spot that, too, just right away is when you notice, oh, I got to graph the lines, and they both have the same slope. So there's my no solution case. Okay, on the second system of equations, y equals 2x minus 8. You can see I've graphed it already over there. And I'm just got to the point now where I solved this one for y as well and got it to slope-intercept form. I subtracted the 12x. I divided everything by -6, and what do you know? I actually got the same exact line. So just a reminder, I mean, I could plot all my points and see that, okay, I've got a point here. Oops. I got a point here and a point here, and I'd go up 2/1 every time. And I get all these same points, but then what I should realize is when I go to graph it with my ruler, oh, it's the exact same line. So this is the infinitely many solutions case. Okay, and finishing up this last one, you can see that I've solved the second equation for y. The first one was already solved for y, and I graphed that one already on the grid. And the second one, y equals -2x plus 7. So I start at +7, go down 2, right 1, down 2, right 1, down 2, right 1. I'll keep making more and more points, and I can make my ruler kind of line up with those points best I can. When I draw right next to it, oops, as long as I don't actually be on it, draw right next to it, it'll make a nice line for me, but I can definitely see this will be my one solution case. And again, when we get specific, we'll actually find the solution too. Maybe it'd be like 4-1 or something like that, okay? But I would find that solution and know this is the solution where I get one case. So top one should have been a no solutions case. The second one was infinitely many, and this one again was a one solution, and maybe you found it to be 4-1 or whatever it may be, okay? There's our three cases. There's some examples, guys. If you need more help, again, look at the homework video or email or Zoom me. Contact me. Let me know how you're doing, okay? Good luck.